All right, today we're stepping right into the music money maze. We're going to answer a question that sounds simple, but is actually incredibly complex. When a song is a huge hit, where does all the money actually go? Let's untangle this thing.
So, imagine this. A song gets 1 million streams. Sounds great, right? You'd think that's a huge paycheck heading straight to the artist. But the reality? It's a long, complicated journey where pennies, and even fractions of pennies, have to flow through this massive, tangled pipeline. So the real question isn't just if people get paid, but how on earth does anyone even keep track of it all?
And wow, this slide really puts the problem into perspective. Just look at this list. You've got the record label, the artist, producer, songwriter, publisher, the collection societies. I mean, every single one of these gets a piece of the pie. Managing this isn't just basic accounting. It's a full-time, highly specialized job that pulls your focus away from what really matters, making and sharing great music.
So if you're a record label or a music publisher, how do you handle all this complexity without having to build an entire finance department from scratch? Well, this is where a new kind of partner comes into play, one that basically operates behind the scenes as your financial engine room.
And this motto just says it all, doesn't it? You make the music, we do the math. It's such a simple, powerful promise. They're basically saying, look, you focus on being creative and we'll handle all the complicated financial stuff so you can get back to business.
The core concept here is something called white label administration. Think of it like this. Let's say you're a record label. To your artists, it looks like you have this amazing, super efficient in-house department that handles all their royalty statements and payments perfectly. But in reality, it's an expert partner working completely invisibly in the background, using all their specialized tools and their expert team on your behalf.
So, why would a label do this? Well, picture it. Instead of being buried under a mountain of spreadsheets, your team is out there finding and developing new artists. You instantly get a team of experts on call. You get access to incredibly powerful software without the massive price tag, and you're protected from those tiny, costly mistakes that can lead to a really painful audit. It's all about turning your admin burden into a real strategic advantage.
Okay, so what do these partners actually do? Let's open the door to that financial engine room and take a peek at the machinery that keeps the modern music business running. This chart gives us a fantastic overview. You see, right at the center, you've got the core technology, the powerful software platforms. That tech drives the two main services, one for record label administration and one for music publishing administration. And then, supporting those core functions are all these other crucial services like audits and business management, and it all leads to one place, the client's success.
Now, this is a super crucial point in music. Every song basically has two lives. There's the recording that you actually hear, that's the master track, usually owned by the record label. But then there's the underlying song, the melody and the lyrics, which is owned by the songwriter and their publisher. A back-end partner manages both of these separate money streams to make sure everyone, from the artist on the recording to the writer of the lyrics, gets their correct share.
But how does the money actually get processed? It pretty much boils down to this four-step loop. First, you ingest all the raw data from hundreds of sources. Then the system analyzes it, applying all the specific roles from every single contract. After that, it reports, generating clean, professional statements, and finally, it distributes the payments, accurately and securely. It sounds so simple on paper, but in practice, it's incredibly complex.
What's really interesting is that there's no one-size-fits-all price tag for this. If your label is just taking off and growing, you might choose a commission model, so your costs are tied directly to your success. But if you're a more established business and you just need predictable expenses every month, you might go for an hourly rate. The cost is tied to the work, not the revenue. It's all about finding the right fit for your business.
Now, it goes beyond just the day-to-day royalty runs. These partners offer deeper financial support that can be strategically vital for a music business. Let's look at a couple of key examples.
Think of a royalty audit as a financial health checkup. An expert team goes through the statements you're getting from partners and meticulously compares them against the legal contracts. Their entire job is to find discrepancies, money you're owed but haven't been paid. It's an absolutely essential service to make sure you're not leaving money on the table.
And what about the actual value of the music itself? We see these crazy headlines all the time about artists selling their catalogs for hundreds of millions of dollars. Well, that number doesn't just come from a simple guess. It's a deep dive into historical earnings, future projections, and market risks. Whether you're selling, looking for investment, or just planning for the future, a proper valuation tells you what your life's work is actually worth.
Of course, the real test of any service is what the clients have to say. So let's look at how these partnerships work in the real world, from the perspective of the labels and distributors themselves.
Here's a great example from an indie label. They highlight the no-nonsense, can-do attitude. You know, in a business that can feel so automated and impersonal, that human touch really makes all the difference.
For a major global distributor, it is all about reliability. Their entire reputation hinges on getting payments right every single time, and they need a detail-oriented partner they can trust to do that.
And this quote highlights a really key point. Not all music businesses are the same. A production music library has completely different needs than a pop label. So finding a partner that can handle their unique challenges with ease and precision, well, that's a total game changer for them.
So, after navigating this entire maze, what's the big picture here? What's the ultimate takeaway for anyone trying to run a music business today?
So, here's the bottom line. In today's music industry, a great song just isn't enough. With money flowing from hundreds of sources all over the globe, a solid financial backend isn't a luxury, it's the very foundation that allows creativity to flourish in the first place. One simply can't exist without the other anymore.
Which leaves us with a final thought. As this absolute flood of new music continues to grow exponentially, the artists and labels that succeed in the long run might not be the ones who just create the best art, but the ones who also build the smartest business around it. So, is expert financial management becoming the most important unsung hero of the music industry? Something to think about.